Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Now, if you don't know what went on in the last episode, I highly suggest you watch it before you come to this episode. I think the best idea for you would be to watch the last episode, because we went in to the Stanley Cup playoffs here in 2023 after losing in Game 7 last year to the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup Finals. We have a rough start to the regular season. We pick it up. We're a pretty damn good team once we get Ryan Ellis. Everything sort of works out. Tristan O'Reilly had 63 goals, actually tied for the Rocket Trophy. We head into this postseason expecting a very long one. We get knocked out in 5 games to the Chicago Blackhawks in one of the craziest final simmed games of a series I've ever had. We blew it after what was a damn good season for the Flames. First in the Pacific, we had a rough year. Pacific Division did have a rough year, but we could have been so much better. Look at our regular season stats. We are a damn good team. We continue to be a good team, but the postseason, we sucked. We can talk about the stats, but I don't know if there's too much to talk about. I don't really know what to do heading into this postseason. I legitimately have no idea what to trade, what to move, because I like this team together as it is, but it goes to show you line chemistry means nothing. Apparently means nothing in this game. We can talk about defense. Everything sucked. Everything sucked when it definitely should not have. And let's just talk about goaltending for a second. Tristan O'Reilly was horrendous. Yes, but he had 2 OT losses, though, and it's fine. It's not fine. He's an 86 overall goaltender, and he was outperformed by an 81 overall Lawrence Brossoit. That's what I'm mad about. Yes, sometimes a goaltender's going to give up 12 goals in 3 games. Sometimes that just happens. But if an 81 overall goaltender is going to outplay him continuously, I'm actually very upset. It has been a few days since I recorded that episode, but I'm still quite upset about the way we played and the way we just let go. It wasn't even a 7-game series. You look at the playoff tree, who do you have? I'm going to say Colorado's going to take it home. If they can get through the West, they're going to beat anybody in the East. I'll go Colorado. Alexis Lafreniere, Nathan MacKinnon, Mikko Rantanen, and Alex Newhook. It's not fun there in the Western Conference. I mean, we would have had a rough time. If this is the way we were going to play, there's no way we would come back out of a reverse sweep. There was no way. You look at this team, chemistry doesn't mean jack crap. Yes, we went best lines here or there. We changed things up, but I had to do something. You might be saying, oh, and you complain too much, but when you have simulation like this and a team like this, you expect something a little different. But now I'm sad. We're going to lose guys like Joe Thornton and Phil Kessel, which is a very probable thing that's going to happen in the offseason. Our defense, we have contracts coming up very, very soon. A lot of damn contracts are coming up, which is not going to be fun. I think a question going into the offseason is Tristan Jarry. Is he going to come back for us? Because he had a crappy regular season. He just sucked all around. And it drives me nuts. And I got a few comments saying, oh, you should have picked up Carter Hart. If Carter Hart was on this team, he would have sucked as well, because that's how the simulation works. But let's go ahead, simulate towards the draft. I guess I have to get a few things done. I don't even have my roster sheet complete for this coming season. I'm just kind of flying by the seat of my pants. Is that an expression? I'm not too sure, but the draft class is pretty hefty this year. It's a very, very deep first round. Obviously, Connor Bedard, Michkov, Ulanov, Emlin, Wesley, Sundin, Yager, Fantilli. It's a damn good top 10 this year. Too bad we're not going to be in it. We're going to float around, I'm assuming, close to 20. if we have the ability to move up, we can try, but there's not a whole lot in this draft that I'm really excited for. There's a few goaltenders that we can pick up here or there, which would help our cause in the future, because goaltending is crap, apparently. If there's something out there on the block that looks right, we're going to go after it, because last year we did trade Taylor Hall away, so I mean, maybe something happens this year as well. Congratulations to the New York Rangers, but the Colorado Eagles do end up winning the Calder Cup, so let's go ahead, stop the goddamn simulation, I swear to God. Oh, this game's going to get... Oh, don't start me off like this game. Oh, don't. Let's not do that. Let's go ahead and check out awards. The awards section. Stanley Cup goes to the New York Rangers. President's Trophy, Colorado. Colorado made it to the Stanley Cup Finals and lost. Okay, individual awards. Art Ross goes to Nathan MacKinnon. He's going to win the Hart. He should win the Hart this year as well. James Norris goes to Romanov from Montreal. Nathan MacKinnon's going to pick up another award. Calder goes to Edo Iguchi. Conn Smythe goes to Artemi Panarin. Carter Hart wins the Vezina and William M. Jennings. Bill Masterton goes to Rasmus Anderson in Vegas. Jack Adams goes to the Arizona Coyotes coach. Frank Jaselki goes to Ryan O'Reilly for I don't know how many years straight at this point. Nathan MacKinnon's going to take home the Ted Lindsay, and the Maurice Richard is going to be split two ways. Tristan O'Reilly and Newhook. Wish he could have gotten at least one more goal to finish it off, but let's go ahead and check out the playoff tree before we start up the other off-season activities. Avalanche went to 7 games against Winnipeg in the second round. They swept Chicago. Chicago lost 1 game through 2 rounds. And then they lose in 6 to the New York Rangers. So that makes me a little mad, but we're here in the off season. I don't plan on making any drastic maneuvers. Minnesota's going to move up with Anaheim's pick from 4th to 1st, though they landed a pretty damn good spot. Same with Ottawa and the St. Louis Blues for the 2nd year in a row, getting a top tier prospect. I guess let's just make our way to the draft, but it is a big retirement screen. Are we... Screen? Is Joe Thornton calling it quits at 43 years of age? Joe Thornton is not done, but Alexander Ovechkin is calling it quits at 37 years of age. Actually, this is one of the earlier times he retires. This is actually one of his worst simulations in NHL 20 I've seen so far. He usually gets up to 1,000 goals, but he kind of plateaued around 49, 50, which is still pretty damn good, but in this game, he's used to a whole lot more. He was on the trade block at the deadline, but he just didn't fit in this roster, but he a Hall of Famer, first ballot. I wish he could have at least gone one more season to break Wayne Gretzky's most goals ever record. Ryan Getzlav, Zach Parise, Corey Perry, Kovalchuk. Okay, it's a hefty retirement screen. Dion Phaneuf is going to call it quits. 543 career points. Absolute stud. What a beauty. Friggin' love Dion Phaneuf. Gotta love it. How do you not love Dion Phaneuf? Too bad he's got to go. Man, it's a deep retirement class this year. Let's that should be about it. Goaltenders. Who? Henrik Lundqvist on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oh, that's cursed. Ooh, you don't want to see him anywhere else except the Rangers. Oh, he went from the... Oh, that's just sad. That's sad that he went from the New York Rangers, or to the Edmonton Oilers, to Tucson. I don't know. To Tampa Bay. Oh, if only he stayed in New York. Oh, that's sad. Pekka Rinne, Corey Schneider, 3 top goaltenders from their era. Yikes. Okay. League has definitely changed. Let's go ahead and check our team out real quick. Make sure we didn't lose any depth players that I need to be aware of. No goaltenders, obviously, and skaters. Ryan Reeves. Dope. How many games did you play for us this year? 57. You weren't even that bad, actually. 36 years of age. Ryan Reeves. Enjoy retirement. You absolute loser. Okay, game, please don't break. Alex Ovechkin is now a coach. Maybe we go out and hire Alex Ovechkin? No idea. Did we lose anything? We lost an AHL coach, but that should be easily replaceable. Draft class interviews don't ever work. EA, thank you so much. Let's enter the draft. I don't really have a set plan for this year, but let's just see. The Ottawa Senators are offering up their 2nd overall pick. I mean, I would love to trade for that selection. Ottawa Senators, 2 years in a row. You finished... Oh, God. How are you not good? How is Taylor Hall? Taylor Hall's still a damn good player. How are they not good? Taylor Hall... Foo! He was injured there for a bit, but a terrible, terrible season for the Ottawa Senators. I mean, is there anything we could give up for this pick? Our first, barely anything. Is there anything that I'm really willing to give up out of our top 6? Ludwig Pearson's a low franchise player. 1 year in the AHL, he has grown a heck ton. Not even the best year in Stockton, but okay. That's nice to see. We're still a very competitive team. Maybe Kondratev, who isn't really turning into the best player for us. I hope he grows in the offseason. Maybe he gets a spot on the NHL roster this year, but out of prospects, if we were to give up something for that 2nd overall pick, it would be Kondratev. I want to keep my team relatively intact. How any other picks? 12 from Carolina. Actually, let's check out that. See, maybe if we can move up, get a prospect for the system, because we're definitely lacking on middle ground prospects right now. 12, Peros, Frolik. I'm not too sure on any of these guys, actually. Wilson Peros is NHL ready, but he is probably a top 4 defenseman, and I'm not totally set on that. Well, if we're looking at our defensive core for the coming years, Hanifin, Parenko, Brodin, or Brody. They're 2 different players. I want to get it together. Valimaki, McInnes, Forbot. We could use a prospect defenseman in Wilson Peros. What would probably send our 1st round pick their way, and a minimal prospect would probably get it done. We have anything scouted so far? Connor Bedard, obviously. Demir's at 67. I gotta write that down, be sure that we get it. 67. I'm not too sure it'll be anything special, but why the hell not try? Jagger, or not Jagger, why I'm back. It's been a long night. It's only 11:50 p.m. and I'm struggling. It's been a few days since I've recorded in general, so give me a break. Give me a little break. So, Arizona Coyotes, if I'm not mistaken, or no, Carolina Hurricanes, that works out a whole lot more. I'd be willing to move up for a prospect defenseman. Why not? Minnesota looks like they're going to be actually making their pick right about now. See if we can get this done really quick. We can give them the 3rd round pick. Would that be done? Trade rejected. Actually, we're just going to get... Yeah, Minnesota made their pick. They are going to select Connor Bedard from, I believe, the WHL? Actually, can't recall where he was actually drafted. Okay, let's go make that trade. I hope Peros isn't selected before, but there was somebody similar to Brian Leach. So maybe we get that kind of guy. As long as we get some, because if you look at our rookie skaters, right, we don't have a lot. We've traded a boatload to get NHL ready guys, and we're struggling on that end. So we gotta pick smart here in this draft, giving them our 1st round selection. Do we have any gold? Hey, Tristan Jarry, you want to head the other way? I mean, there's probably going to be a goaltender in free agency as well. Dustin Wolf is going to get more time this coming season. How about Scoville? I'd be willing to... take out that 3rd? Would that trade be good? Trade rejected. I kind of want to hold on to that 3rd round pick just in case there's a prospect around there that we want to pick up. Any rookie skaters that we could send the other way? Redmond? I'd be willing to do that. 1st round selection trade. Accepted. Thank you, Carolina, for all your support. Let's send to our selection at number 12. Ooh, oh, that, I'm really hoping Wilson is that medium elite. If Thornton's medium elite, oh, he was similar to Brian Leach. Oh, damn, okay. We might get something good here. Connor Bedard, Mitch Kov to Ottawa, getting something really damn good there. I was willing to trade up, but I really want to keep our top six together. Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, Brock Besser, Tristan O'Reilly, Dubé, and Kachuk. I want to keep that together. They simulate pretty well. But I guess it's just one of those years where you just suck in the playoffs. Sometimes it happens. Ulanov, Wesley, Sundin was damn good. Emelin was good. Yager, Fantilli was damn good. Walker, okay, it's a damn solid top 11. Let's see if we can get something good here with the 12th overall selection. Frolik have nothing on him. I'd rather go with this guy that is NHL ready. 18 years of age. I'm assuming he's going to be a top 4 defenseman. From the OHL North Bay Battalion, Wilson Peros. Let's see if he's any good. He is going to be 80 overall at a medium top 4 defenseman. Now, I've had some trouble in the past with the guys or defensemen like these. You know, coming out of the draft at like a 78 to 80 overall top 4 defenseman. They barely ever grow, so maybe we can try building this guy up. Maybe he makes our top 6 this year. Depends on our situation heading forward. But let's go ahead check out. Actually, I'm gonna do the right thing and check the trade block. Actually, first, I want to see if there's anything for Tristan Jarry. I want to get the Tristan off the team just because we already have another Tristan. You know, it only makes sense. Any trades out there for him? Okay, Justin Schultz, no thank you. And okay. Love how there's nothing for an 86 overall goaltender. I get that he legitimately sucked actually the entire year. But let's do our due diligence and just check around the league to see what is up. Arizona has nothing. Maybe a nice prospect that we can pick up. Torrey Krug is damn good, but we did get a Ryan Ellis, and there's not a whole lot we could give up. How much money do we have right now? We currently have $9 million. I'm assuming we might have a few extra dollars to work with this coming off season. I'm hoping that is the case. We got a Gontier, nothing super special. LaPerriere's not turning into anything. Is that the guy that we had? No, never mind. I thought we had a LaPerriere. We did have a LaPerriere. I'm losing it. I'm sorry, y'all. Screw you, Chicago. I don't even want to talk. Nope, don't want to deal with Colorado. Columbus. Letty. Hey, you got Carter Hart on the block? Carter Hart is not on the block. They got, how many first round picks did they give up? Oh my. Did they lose somebody? How did they get the Anaheim pick? Probably, was Zakarinsky on the block? Or in free agency not that long ago? I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. I can't recall. I legitimately can't. Okay. I doubt there's going to be anything super special out here. Florida got this Turserbayev, 19 years of age. We could use that guy, but we got Exelby and Kasperitis. I'm okay with not picking up any prospects like that. If it's like a for sure thing, then maybe we go for it. But if I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to make the trade, right? Shea Weber. Shea Weber. Oh my. Arizona's going to make their pick here. No, don't make it. Don't make it. Don't make it. Anders Lee, nope. Nope. No, they're going to make the pick. No. No. Don't do it. Don't do. Oh, I guess let's just. Okay. Let's let Arizona make their pick. Okay. Sounds good. Frolik, damn good defenseman right there. I think we got the better one. We would have been fine either way right there. Oh my. I doubt there's a trade to be made out here. I'm just doing my due diligence as I usually do. I just want to be sure that there's nothing. Wait, what overall is Dubé? He's definitely grown in trade value there. What 88 overall. We haven't even given him the right equipment to grow like that, and sometimes players just do that. They just grow. I really like to see that. He'll be stepping up as their second-line center, as he was for the majority of the season this year. But let's actually go all the way back to, I'll say, right there. Nothing on LA. Minnesota, nothing. Nothing. Arvidsson, 78 overall at 30 years of age. That is kind of rough, but I'm assuming it's due to morale. Not morale. Moral. Morale? That's... I'm struggling. Struggling so much. Michkov is on the block right away. Ottawa. Well, if we're looking into the future, we could potentially lose a Brock Besser or a Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk? Matthew. I'm sorry. They're two different guys. Michkov. I mean, there's no way a Kondratev would get it done, would it? I mean, if we're looking at our center situation next year, Sean Monahan, Dylan Dubé, Ludwig Pearson, and Jankowski. I'm not sure if Kondratev makes it into the NHL this coming season. I like his stats, but he really isn't growing a whole lot. His skating's getting better. He is 21 years of age, and his trade value is going to lower. We'll come back to Ottawa. We will come back to Ottawa. Maybe there's something to deal with out there. But right now, that's actually looking like a really good deal. Shane Gostisbehere. 1 year left and an $8 million extension for 4 years. Not really liking that. We got a Morgan Frost, a centerman, 1 year left. He is currently an RFA. How have you played so far in your career? Ugh, really haven't given him much time. Thank you so much, Philadelphia, for scoring another prospect. Not going to be anything out here. Ottawa's kind of looking the best. Now it makes more sense that they... I don't know. I'd have to give them a first-round pick from next year to even make that make sense. Because Michkov is a top-rated prospect, right? I kind of want to make that deal. Michkov would be a stud, right? And if Ottawa wants to do that deal, do they need a goaltender? Do you need a goaltender? They got Braden Holtby. Their goaltending situation seems to be fine. We have... goaltender doesn't really work. Damn, I'd really have to give them a first-round pick from next year. We could give them the prospect goalie, even though we should hold on to him, even though I don't think he's going to grow into too much. But I really don't want to give him on Kondratev just yet, but I know in the next year his trade value is going to take a turn for the worst. I don't think he's going to get too much better. At 77 at 21, he's going to be 22 next year. He was drafted in the first year. First-year NHL entry draft. I just have a bad feeling he's going to turn out to be nothing special. Which makes me really sad because I had a lot of hope for that first-year draft, which was sick. There's nothing else on this team that we can give up right now that would make sense. I think going into the future, maybe a Tkachuk or a Gaudreau, once they get to that age where it's like, okay, we gotta pull the lever on one of them, right? I'm just debating this trade right here because they don't want Kondratev, right? They don't want him. Do they want any players? Exelby, McInnes. I don't want to give up a McInnes either. Oh, this hurts. But it is for a top-tier Russian prospect, right? It would only make sense that we overpay for a guy like this. Matvey Michkov, who is dominant in his Russian junior league right now. Let me just think here real quick. I mean, we'd have to take back something from the Senators. Let me see. We can take back Tyler Bozak, I guess. Tyler Bozak, what a beauty. What a beauty. Okay. Oh, this sucks. I mean, Phil Kessel's an 86 overall apparently now. I guess I guess he had a happy season. We'd have to give him a first. And it'd have to be from next year. We should be damn good next year. I'd be okay with doing that. Kondratev a first for Michkov, who they apparently do not want. Swapping prospects, damn it, the Islanders made that. Damn it, Islanders. Too bad it was a terrible prospect. I think I'm going to have to give them something up on our roster to make it make sense. Would they be happy with the Tristan Jarry if I were to give them an 86 overall backup goaltender? I'd be willing to retain on it as well. I'm making this too difficult on myself. Do I take back a goalie? I mean, both these goalies are young and Tristan Jarry just doesn't make sense, which is actually really sad. We can trade Tristan Jarry for a first-round pick. I'm sure there'd be a team out there willing to give up a first-round pick for Tristan Jarry. Even a really good team, I'd take a first because I doubt we'll be a really bad team next year. But I hate taking chances like that. I know, I'm spending too much time on this trade, too much time talking. But I feel like it's the right thing to do. At this point in time, I don't think we're going to grow too much. I don't think he's going to grow too much. I don't think he's going to grow much more. Now we'd have to give up one of our depth guys here since... I really do like McInnes. 20 years of age, he could grow a lot more. He's had a really crappy career to start, and solid numbers in the AHL. But it is a top-tier Russian prospect. In Michkov, it only makes sense. I think if we're to do a trade in the offseason, this is going to have to be the one. Okay, give them the first-round pick from next year. We'd have to take a player from them. Get a little bit of cap space off them, I guess. Nikita Zaitsev for 2 more years. Oh, well, we'll take on Chris Tierney. Yeah, I'd like a Chris Tierney. That might even work for us. I like Chris Tierney. We might even re-sign Chris Tierney. Okay, I have a feeling this trade isn't going to go through. Trade has been accepted. The Ottawa Senators are sending us Michkov, the 2nd overall pick. We might have just traded for that 2nd overall selection. You know that? But Michkov is now a Calgary Flame. The debate is he an NHL player this coming season, or do we wait a year to bring him up? But I think we made the right selection. If we're going into the next year, our top 6 is still looking damn good. Even losing, we might even lose Joe Thornton. I might even bring him back as a depth player, even a scratch player, if he's legitimately not good enough for us anymore. But is anybody willing to take a Tristan Jarry? You know what? I'm just going to sim to our next selection. This is kind of getting annoying. Let's just sim to our 58th overall selection. We're going to probably pick the goaltender. There's only like 2 players I have on my mind right now that I want to pick in the rest of the draft. But let's go ahead and see what we missed in the first round. Top 12 was pretty damn good. You can debate the better pick between Thornton and Peros. You might be saying, oh, and you missed out. I like Peros. Trading McInnes, you know, Peros is going to fill that role right there. And rest of the first round isn't looking the best. Chichu, ooh, Carolina with a damn good selection right there. Second round, elite goaltender and Dice. Kind of hoping we get lucky this season, pick up maybe at least one prospect goaltender. But I'm actually gonna go to the trade block again. Yes, I know this is boring, but get over it. This is an important offseason. We got to get our prospect pool a little bit cleaner. It hasn't been the best in recent this season, to be exact. But anybody want a Tristan Jarry? Ooh! The Edmonton Oilers want a Tristan Jarry. Now, you know, if we send him to Edmonton, that he's going to be damn good. But Edmonton, you want to give up a first-round pick next year? No. The LA Kings are a rebuilder. They're not really anything on the block. Nothing. Then why? At least play around with the concept of making a trade, LA. So teams do want him. The Philadelphia Flyers have cap space, and they're a rebuilder. They just lost Carter Hart. Anything on the block here in Philadelphia? A Morgan Frost. I could turn him into a winger. Get a lot of cap space off the block. We go into free agency, try to get something. We can mold this guy into something. But Philly, you want him. Would you be willing to give up Columbus's first round pick next year? Get a goaltender, makes you an automatic better team. I'd be willing to do that. I'd be willing to do that straight up. You know, I'm even going to retain $500,000 on that. I don't think that's cheesing the system. They're getting an 86 overall goaltender, and their goaltending situation right now doesn't look the best. And they're kind of getting desperate. They still have a really damn good core, and they should be fine. But they could use a Tristan Jarry right away because they might not have as much pull at bringing a goaltender in during free agency. Right? And I'm willing to take that risk going into free agency, looking for a goaltender, because this team, we're technically a champion status. This trade would make sense. Tristan Jarry, trade accepted. Now Columbus, it's in the God's hand that maybe that turns into a lottery pick next year. So going into the offseason, we have a few things to worry about, but that's really the only trade I want to make to end this draft. But let's go ahead, pick up the guys that we want. This guy kind of caught my eye. 51 games in Russia, 19 years of age. I'm just gonna go with the goalie at ranked at number 67. Welcome to the team, Felipe Demirs from the QMJHL. He was ranked at a high elite, undiscovered as a high elite, and he turns out to be a high elite at 17 years of age out of the Q. Oh, damn, we got a steal. That is a phenomenal selection. I expected, at worst, a starting goaltender. At best, a medium elite goaltender. And we got a freaking high elite. He's only 48 overall, yes, but we give him time in the CHL. Don't sign him for a few years. He's our goaltender of the future. If he grows exponentially in one season, we are in for a good time with him. That is a phenomenal pick in the second round. I am very, very happy with that pick, and it's been a damn good draft so far. We get a high elite goaltender, we get a high elite right winger for the future, and a medium top 480 overall defenseman. It's been after the offseason, we had a lot of questions going into the draft. I think we solved a lot of problems going into the future, but we're kind of picking blind for the rest of the draft. I mean, we do have this Datsuk at 105. I doubt he's going to be anything special. Actually, let's go to this defenseman right here. We could take a look at 18 years of age. When's our next pick? If I go to sim selections, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead. Pick the, got this Connor. You know what? I'm just gonna go with the guy that I've been looking at for a bit. Datsuk, welcome to the club. You know what? Filling up the prospect pool. Vyacheslav Datsuk, welcome to Calgary. 48 overall, could have been a little bit higher, but I'm okay. A blind pick, and I think we made the right decision there. Let's see how everybody else turned around him. I was going to go with one of these guys, but they're not looking very, very pretty in the slightest, so I'm happy with all our selections so far during this draft. We've kind of gotten lucky. Our scouts have done a really, really good job through these first 3 rounds of the draft, kind of getting the best player available, and I'm kind of happy. Nothing in the 4th round for us, but we do have a 5th round pick here. We have a 5th round selection right about now, number 27, 151 overall. What are we going to go with right here? A Darius Cavallo. I've had good luck with Cavallos in the past during the draft. Do I go for something? We got this Carcillo that was scouted at 177. You know what? I doubt we'll hit on another guy, but let's go. Carcillo. Damn, we have not missed this draft so far. Yes, it's not the best pick. 19 years of age, that kind of makes it worse for us. 50 overall, Harrison Carcillo. A grinder. Doubt he'll turn into anything special, but that's trade value right here. If you look at our rookie skaters now, it looks completely different, I'm sure. Like, if we go to it right now, we got rookie skaters, Owen. Rookie skaters, come on. Pearson, Michkov, Peros, McCallum, Datsuk, Weaver, and Carcillo. It's looking a whole lot better. We can even go into free agency and pick up a bunch of guys, and we've drafted pretty damn well so far. I doubt we hit on the rest of our picks. 213 in the 7th round. Let's go ahead, see what we missed. 5th round, doubt we missed anything else. We've kind of been picking the best players available to us. This Bergevin wasn't too bad. Yeah, we've had a damn good draft. I kind of went into this draft thinking we're just kind of do our usual thing, pick, not move up, but we've done a whole lot this draft so far. Can we hit on all of our picks? Can we? Is there a possibility we do that with the 27th overall selection in the 7th round? Can we hit one more time? I think our best bet is going for a goalie right now. Do we go with this Manlow at 18 years of age? Do we go with this Fedorov? I'm going to go with this Philip Manlow from the WHL. I have a bad feeling. Fringe starter in the 7th round is really good. So let's sim to the end of the draft. I would say that was close to a 5-star draft. Only 5 selections, but we got a whole lot more done than I thought we were going to get done. So you know what? Let's. I think this episode. Yeah, we'll do free agency. We'll get to free agency at least this episode. There's not a whole lot of contracts I have to worry about. Yes, next season Tristan O'Reilly, Dylan Dubé, and Hannafin that we're going to have to worry about. But I'm not super worried. Currently, we have $18 million in cap space. Chris Tierney does not want to come back. Oh, that sucks. He would have been a really solid depth player for us, but I'm not really worried about that. Let's bring a few guys back for the AHL. If you don't want to come back to the best team in the... No, not even the best team in the AHL, the Stockton Heat, don't come back. Go to free agency. I'm not too worried. Tobias Reeder actually had a really good game IRL for the Calgary Flames a few days ago. I mean, actually, yesterday, the day I'm recording this. And the Habs beat the Pittsburgh Penguins. Ah, friggin' love that. I should do more hockey talk. No, what did a guy... Oh my god, I wasn't even looking. I was thinking too much. Thinking too much? Owen, really? We can trade him away. Well, it's $1 million, not the end of the world. I can figure a way out of that anyways. Forsbacka Carlson. Doesn't want a two-way deal. Phil the Thrill, actually. $4 million. He still works on a third line. He was one of our best players this season. Chris Tierney will let go. Joe Thornton. Oh, Jumbo Joe. That's sad, man. I'm not... We can go into free agency and pick him right back up if we really feel like it. I'll give Forsbacka Carlson that deal. I'm not totally comfortable giving him around $4 million for, 1 year? He's 43. We can pick him back up in free agency if we really feel like it, if there's nothing else groundbreaking out there. But Phil, I'm going to deal with. Oliver Shillington, not a lot of RFAs to deal with. Gowden, good. Any rookie skaters we want to sign this year, we're going to give Peros a contract. Good. Michkov. I'm going to sign Michkov. I'm going to play him in the AHL, maybe. McCallum, he's currently playing in the OHL. We're going to leave him unsigned. Weaver, we're going to leave unsigned. And everybody else we're also going to leave unsigned. How about goaltenders? So Garrett Sparks for the AHL? Sure. we're going to leave him unsigned. We're going to let go of this dude. Didn't even read his name. And Demir's will sign in 2 or 3 seasons once he's up to at least a 60 overall and good enough for AHL action. So I think biggest priorities going into free agency is re-signing guys like Tristan O'Reilly for sure. I want to give him that long-term contract, at least 8 years. Come on. Phil Kessel, I am going to bring out the rusty old calculator wherever it is, even if we give him around $4.5 million. Oh, my phone, what was that? Twitter videos, I'm sorry. 4.8 times 0.85 equals 4. We'll have around $14 million to work with. I'll even give him 4.2, 420 if you say so. And then we're going to let go of Joe Thornton. I know that hurts, but we're just going to have to work with it. Phil Kessel, Phil the Thrill, cheeseburger-eating bastard. Let's just zoom through these and see who didn't come back because that's too much reading for me. Phil Kessel does not want to come back. Baptiste also does not want to come back. We won't re-sign him. Or Pouliot. Okay. How about goaltenders? I gotta make sure everything seems good in that department. That's dope. And we didn't even have to give up our medium elite goaltender, which is actually really sick to see. Phil Kessel, for 1 year, I'm willing to go 1 year at 4.9. 4.9 for 1 year. Yes, you could go out there and get $6 million on the free agency market, but you're going to decide to re-sign here in Calgary for 1 season, and we have $14 million to work with. That is an Artemi Panarin, if we so desire. Coaches, I will deal with that in the next episode because that's a whole argument on its own. But let's go ahead, see who the big fish are in the 2023 free agency phase. Is there anything big out here? And oh, yes, there is. Oh. Okay, let's just talk about forwards here real quick. Let's skim it real quick just to see if there's anything we could add on. Ooh, Morgan Frost would have been sick to trade with Philly. Did we screw up there? We could. He might even still be on the block with Philly because I'm assuming that RFA, yeah, is Philly. Oh, we might have even. Ooh, I'm not sure where he'd fit in this lineup though. We could. There's not a whole lot we can add to this roster, though. Yeah, let's just scroll through closer to the bottom. Just so if you guys have any suggestions, let me know, because you guys have helped me out a bunch in that category. Is there a depth guy? Joe Thornton, I'm really not willing to give $4 million, but I kind of want to bring him on because why the hell not? If there's nothing else out here, there's no point. Let's check defenseman and then goaltending. Tony DeAngelo. Not bad. Any prospects? Mahura? Not bad. Okay, nothing crazy there. How about on the forward end? Any prospects? Oh, Dylan Larkin's only 26. Okay, Timo Meier is a UFA as well. Okay, there's some definite possibilities out here in free agency. There's a lot of really good ideas. There's a lot of really interesting players we could pick up, but where would they fit? You know, that's a big question. How about goaltending? That's kind of the big question. UC Saros, Antti Ranta, Matt Murray. We're definitely going to have to go after one of these guys. I'm kind of feeling Antti Ranta just because he's a really damn good goaltender. Or we could go with the Matt Murray because overalls for goaltenders don't matter. Marc-Andre Fleury at an 83 overall at 38 years of age. He's won a Vezina. I'm pretty sure in this franchise mode as well. I kind of like him the most here. Any prospect goaltenders? Vevalainen is an RFA, though. Tyler Parsons? Oh, when did we trade Tyler? Oh, Pittsburgh. Ah, right. I'm kind of leaning to either Ranta. Sorokin. No, thank you. David Rittich. No, stay out of my life. Marc-Andre Fleury would kind of be sick. 38 years of age. Bring him over to Calgary. Come north of the border. Might work out well. But it's kind of up in the air. I know free agency, this is important, but we don't have to take too many. We don't have to do too much in free agency. Maybe 1 or 2 players. Goaltenders for sure, I'm going to kind of leave that up to you. I kind of already know which way you're going to want me to go. There's not a whole lot of depth players we can add. We're kind of looking set. I think the postseason was just one of those years. Yes, I was mad. Yes, I'm still mad because EA hates me. But if there's anything you want me to pursue, let me know in the comments down below. If there's any games that you want me to try out, let me know. I would love to do something new on this channel, but let's go ahead and leave it at that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I will see you in the next one. Ciao.